we're back for another Elite Entertainment podcast. Okay, just to let you know, Elite-Entertainment on YouTube. When you tune in, make sure that you subscribe. Okay, we want to build this subscription up. So when you go on there, subscribe. We've got some hot interviews like the one today. Okay, first of all, I'm going to introduce. Well, you know me, DJ Pepper. I'm going to introduce my partner,
Tony.
Tony's here. I've got a guest who's going to introduce himself. I'm not going to introduce him for you, so let him introduce himself.
Greetings, it's Ras Demo, aka Demolition Man. If you never know the memo or the plan.
Okay, that's Mr. Demolition Man. Okay, a long time I've heard about Demolition Man. I don't know a lot about him, so this is what the interview is about. We want to find out, you know, from way back in the day, how he got into music, because I've heard loads of records and tapes and everything of Demolition Man, wicked fast talking and beautiful lyrical content. So I just want to hear how he got into music, tell me his story basically, and hopefully it's going to inform you as well. So, Mr. Demolition Man, well, was he always called Demolition, then Demo? Or
no, it wasn't. It was
sorry,
it was Wayne Young.
Wayne Young, that was your original?
Yeah, Wayne Young, alias Demolition Man.
Okay.
It started from I was 14, that's when I got the name Wayne Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go back and just growing up, how you know, how you got into music, or what was your childhood like?
So basically, my dad used to be in a sound system.
Okay.
He was an MC for the sound system as well. I think seeing a picture of my dad, I never actually witnessed him doing it.
Okay.
But there's this picture that my grandmother used to have. My dad was in a suit and he's got a mic in his hand.
So from a young age, that kind of inspired
so
you.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So that kind of inspired me. But then my dad and my mum was always playing music. So, you know, Sunday, you're hearing all the revival music and...
Big family or?
Well, yeah, well, my mum's only one, but I grew up with my 3 sisters. I've got 2 older sisters.
Okay.
But used to be around my grandmother, and then not only that, my auntie and my uncle, my mum's brother and sister was heavily into music.
Alright.
And then my granddad on my mum's side would have his gramophone and he would always play music. So I was always surrounded by music because people that love music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I think from the age of 7, I started to play the piano.
Okay.
Not myself.
Didn't know that.
Well, what it was, I was living in Mayola Road. I'm originally from Hackney. And my mum, a couple of days a week, would finish work maybe like 5 o'clock. So I'd go to the next door neighbour until she'd come home. And he was a music teacher.
Okay.
Our family was. And he do piano, drums, they teach everything. Mr. Chandler, white man. So they give me free lessons. Okay. While I was there. So I used to be able to read.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I play by ear.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play the drums a little bit and the guitar. I don't know the notes, but give me a guitar, I can strum a sling thing with him and I find the notes. From I hear the notes and find it. In about 5 minutes, I can be playing it.
Yeah.
So then I used to dance as well and body pop.
Okay.
So I think around 7 years old, my teacher, Miss Clarkins, in school, she was a music teacher. She gave us a project on a Casio keyboard.
Okay.
And we was making our own rhythms, and then we built back Musical Youth. Their songs. But she took us to a studio to record and put it on a tape. We done about maybe 7 songs. So you know you got the Casio and you can press it. You got some of the beats.
Yeah, the beats already programmed.
Samba. So we built a couple rhythms off of that and we put it on a tape and put it in the local shop. They were selling it, and then we got invited on the South Bank show. Yeah, that was like London Bridge. They had a performance. It was like our summer day, and they had a performance down there. It was like a festival, and it was something to do with the South Bank show or the festival. And it was recorded and it was on the news. So that kind of inspired me as well.
Yeah.
Because that was my first time actually recording something and going to my first time going to a studio at 7 years old. And then I think I would say I used to family gatherings.
Yeah.
They would ask me to dance and we'd have dancing competitions. So I was always into music.
How did you feel with your other friends, like, because obviously at that age everybody's into football
well, I was into football as well. I used to play football as well. I actually used to play football with like when I started to go to Hamilton House School. I was always into football because my granddad and my mum, my whole family was into sports. From 3 years old I was brainwashed. Tottenham.
Well, it is brainwashing.
So even up to now I still support Tottenham, you know what I mean? So going into football, there was a lot of racism at that time because we was put on I used to be on the A team. Then we got this new coach, and then he's coming like he put all the black players on the B team and just left one. And put all these other guys. And it's like I lost enthusiasm playing football. But one came out good. Ugo Ekiok.
Yeah.
That was my brother. Passed away. Teaching them. He was coaching, innit? But it was me, Ugo Ekiok, go back, Mikey Campbell, quite a few of us. And he was the one that stuck it through. Professional. Then I left football and went into hockey. Field hockey. I was like the best player in England under 16s. I actually got to train with Sean Taylor, the English hockey team at the time. So I was heavily into sports.
So was you doing music the same time?
I was doing music, dancing. I was doing. My mum would, because not only that, my cousins, their dads, they were into sports and they started a foundation, the Bob Marley Foundation, and I don't know if you ever knew a video shop in Tottenham called Black Vision.
Yeah.
That was my uncles. They got together and opened that video shop. But they used to have, every year they used to have a tournament in New River, the Bob Marley tournament. And we used to play football, high jumping, running. So I was like a decathlon. I was good on everything. I used to play cricket, badminton. I was like, I don't know, I was good at anything I touched.
It sounds like that kind of.
That's what it was.
Genius status, to be honest. Across the board. I
know self-praise is no recommendation.
But it is what it is.
It is.
But when you was young, you never ventured into what you do now.
No, not until 13, because that's when I started. That's when I started to write lyrics. Because I went to Jamaica when I was 7 for the first time.
What was that like compared to England?
Culture shock, man. You know what I mean? That was amazing. You know what I mean? And then I was going every year with my grandmother. And then one year my great grandmother passed away, and my dad came over because my dad was living in America. Because he left when I was 10. So this is like my 3rd year. Like, I think I was 11 now. And he had come over. No, I think I was 12. And my great grandmother passed away, and he come over from America. And my dad took me to a stereo wonder because he wanted to go and smoke. He said, "Come." We got on the bottom of the hill. There was a dance, and I actually witnessed Papa Levi and Lieutenant Stitchy.
Riding
the clips already. When they were riding the rhythm, and then they said, "But put it on 73." Remember you had 45. What was it? 33, 45. And then, but put it on 73. I was just standing up there like amazed watching them two going bar for bar, and I think that's what inspired me. I left from there. I think it must have been 13 now. I left because I went back to Jamaica with a couple more dances with my dad, and I went back and I said, I want to do music, man. I want to do music. So I went and linked my brother, my cousin, and his name is Tintin. That's when his name is Tintin, and I was Wayne Young. But I wasn't even Wayne Young at the time. I was Squirrely Bantan.
Where you get that name from?
I'll tell you what it was. Right, them days they managed to with the do-rag. That's when the wave then just come out. So I had the waves in it, and one day man go, just squirrely and curly. So it was squirrely Bantan. Everyone was Bantan at the time. Everything Bantan. So them time there, me and my cousin Tintin had just joined his brother's sound, his cousin's sound called Nice and Easy.
Okay.
But they were like a party sound. They used to play at parties. And
Yeah.
Was that Hackney based, was it? Or?
no, Tottenham based.
Tottenham?
Yeah,
Okay.
Nice and Easy. And that was with me, Tintin, General Dan and his cousins. And then, I think, 14, we linked up Inting Sound, Tottenham. And that's when I really got into it. And then I recorded my first song, 1989.
Wow.
That was with Demon Boys. I don't know if you ever heard of Demon Boys. There was a Tottenham-based rap group.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had an album called Recognition that had just come out. So you had Michael Dan, which was Million Dan, D, and another guy, Gary Bramble. He was the producer, but they were like big.
Yeah, they were quite big.
They got a deal with was it Something to Life label or something like that? But that was my first song. It was me, Tintin, and my Million Dan the song. I was singing, please don't sniff no coke, don't just smoke the crack. Like, I went to my first tune, I'm singing, you know what I mean? I went DJ, and then telling me I'm DJ, but the man said, no, they won't sing. Well, I was Wayne Young at the time, but how I got the name Wayne Young, I missed that part out. I used to live across the road from Solid Gold Sound.
Yeah.
Jesse James and James Bond. Now, they grew up with my mum and dad anyway, so what I used to do in the evenings, I used to go across to I'm talking literally at Seaford Road, Tottenham. I lived here, their house was on Odessa. So I used to go there when they used to set up the sound in their back room.
Yeah.
And
Vibes.
I got tapes of me with them, like DJing, and I think what it was, Peter Bouncer came there one day. And I used to listen Unity in it, so when Peter Bouncer come in there, that was like an awe for me, seeing Peter Bouncer there, and I must have sung one of his tunes, and he'd be like, yo, you can't sing, you know. And what it was, they changed my name to Wayne Young because you remember Timo Brightlight?
Yeah.
His son was Junior Ling at the time, and then they called him Junior Young because he was DJing on Tipperton, and he used to roll with Unity. So they called him Junior Young because he was young.
Yeah.
And I was 13, 14, so because you're young, call yourself Young. So that's how the name Wayne Young came in. You know what I mean? So
you started at a young age, man.
Yeah.
14, you're doing all that.
I was on Inting Sound from I was 13 till I was 21. And then Inting joined up with King Josiah Sound. So I get to meet Daddy Joe, and then meeting with Daddy Joe now, Inting and King Josiah was going around London, I was going to Bristol. Like at 13, 14, 15, I'm going big dances.
It's exciting at that age.
It's exciting. But my first ever dance, DJing at a dance, was a Clash. And that was actually so fun. Ironic. Inting against King Josiah Sound. And they became one sound, but we was like the secret weapon for the night. You had a White House on Phillip Lane. And a lot of wrestlers then used to, it was like a house where man used to go and bongo and get them things. And they had a dance in there, and it was Inting versus King Josiah, and they had Richie Nicotine Davis on the sound, and Isaac Natty. So that was there. Yeah, so that was there. They were mashing up the place, innit? And Richie, I loved him as an artist, so I was like, how are we gonna do this? And you know when they bring out their gold card and they've mashed up the place now, they said, alright then, and they brought out me and Tintin. And we were so small, they had to put us on the milk crate so we could stand up. And I remember me and Tintin had a combination, me and Young and Tintin, when we come on the candy, we say, bye, we're fun ready. When I say the place mashed up, mash up.
Especially as two youths.
So that's the first time ever getting a forward and witnessing that. So imagine getting that adrenaline. So that was it for me. Like we want this, innit? So so that was me from 13 to 21. You know what I mean? And Papa San and Stitchy was my idol. So it was, and I would say Papa San, Stitchy. So it was Stereo One Sound, and
Papa San. Was he the originator of the fast talking? I
would say in Jamaica it's him and Stitchy, innit? Him and Stitchy. But I think before that you had, who is it? Is it General Worries?
Warriors, yeah, for
He-
Jamaica, but
for
over
him-
England is
I think it's Papa Levi. Is it Papa? No,
Peter King.
Peter King. You're right.
Peter King.
Peter King. You're right. See, but them time there, I wasn't going dance. I was only hearing. You know what I mean? Hearing them.
Yeah, cassette tape.
You know what I mean? But for me, it was Tipper, Irie, Papa Levi,
Sandy,
Sandy,
yeah.
then Daddy Freddie.
Oh yeah,
Freddie,
You understand? So even though I sang, we used to listen to Croxon, Saxon, Unity religiously. Like we used to go around my brother's yard and we used to sit down and see who could do the best mix. And we was mixers, and you know what I mean. So
you would have been a Creation fan then.
Creation and Stereo One.
Yeah,
Man, that was my sound.
Yeah.
Man. That was my sound. So I had my bag of tapes. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So recording my first tune, my second tune was 1989, and that was when I got the chance to meet Nitty Gritty.
Oh, the great Nitty Gritty.
Yeah, I recorded for Power Label, and I don't know whose label it was at the time. I think it was Bikey Dread from Coxon.
Yeah.
He ran it, and Nicotine took me up there, and Nicotine produced the rhythm because Nicotine are bad producers.
Yeah.
So he produced the rhythm as I was coming, and I've gone up there and it was ring ding ding tiggity ding tiggity ding tiggity ding 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 ring, and that's how the tune started. And then Nitty Gritty must have heard it and said, "Yo, lad, do that again." And I done it again and said, "Yo, man, I'm faster than Freddie." And they were having a debate in there, man. I said, "No, man, I'm faster than Freddie." I actually was meant to go for the Guinness Book of Records when I was 14 as the fastest, but my mum, the time we were supposed to do it, it was a school day. My mum weren't having it.
Okay.
Them time, then give me music, spoon for God or what, and then that's when Daddy Freddie went, and he got the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah, because I think I saw the video of him in the Guinness Book of Records on some program.
Yeah, I mean, so and then imagine my sound, imagine getting to meet Papa San.
Yeah.
I was gonna meet Papa San, you know. We was playing at Shanola's. It was King Josiah and Inner City Sound, and they brought over Flower Gun, Red Dragon, Frankie Paul, and Papa San. Red Dragon and Flower Gun perform. Frankie Paul performed. When Papa San was about to come out, gunshot downstairs. That's when Nicky Jacobs got shot. Nicky Jacobs from Hackney, my virtue. Papa San never get to perform. That was the only chance. He was walking through the crowd, about to go on the stage. Gunshot, and then I turned back and never got to perform. I didn't even get to meet him. I was so vexed. But I got to meet Stitchy and do a tune with Stitchy. We will talk about that. You know what I mean?
So, sounds after that, because I know that there are a couple
Justice. See, I left out Justice. You know what I mean? I was in Justice. I should have mentioned them first. That was the first sound I was actually on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was the Youth Man sound. Apologies. I really apologize.
They're gonna see this.
But the first clip in the morning. You understand? But yeah, Justice Sound is like 14 members strong.
Wow.
And it was started with C1 and Paraman and Shorty and Frisky then I think and Yardy. Yardy was a selector, and we was all youths. I think me, Frisky and Yardy and Cyrus, like we was like the oldest from the sound, but two of them were brothers. It was all family kind of linked because me and Cyrus was cousins, and then Carlos and Paraman were cousins, and I mean, and then Wait and then Chappers were brothers, because you see Chappers was playing last night. Yeah, he was on Twin Elements.
Okay.
Before Twin Elements, Justice.
Okay.
It's Justice grow him.
Yeah.
Chappers, if you watch this, no, like, me know South Jamaica and Stone Love, but I Justice forward your side, your son grow you.
That sounded a little following still.
Little. We was like the young pioneers.
Young ones,
Like there were sounds from west, north, out of London that would come down there just to come and clash us. And me
What are you talking about now? Is it still
we was like 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
And like we was like the young Shabba of Tottenham, and we was like superstars. No, seriously. And what was good about it, we had girl following, because every man in the sound had sisters in it.
Oh yeah.
So my sisters would come and bring her friends.
Right.
Cyrus' sisters would come, and every man who didn't even like us would come to our dance just because the girls. We had girls following. You know what I mean? So I was in Justice Sound and I was in Inting Sound. You know what I mean? So I was in a Youth Man Sound and a Big Man Sound.
So basically, we're taking this up to the age of, you say 17, 18. Right, so basically what we're going to do there is stop, and we're going to continue this interesting biography of this man here, because there's a lot to come, okay? So stay tuned, part 2 is coming. Take care.